And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous.
I put all the pressure on me to.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not. Freaks checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Indiana leading by 4. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Freak, and it's Mozgov in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And a wide open look for Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Freak's got 6 points. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Hill with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. A 3, and he gets the bucket. Hill's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Pacers.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
George against James. His first shot coming late. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Love kicks to Freak. It's a pick by Love. There's Freak. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
It's back to Hill for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball's about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. In the third spot, J.R. Smith and, of course, Paul George.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Jones comes in for Turner. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. Clock at 6. Hill passes to Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
In the corner, it's James. It's a pick by Love. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Freak.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Jones dishes to Hill. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
On the wing, James. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound, Hill. Hill's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Now the feed to Jones. 11 feet away. No good. Great D that time from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Freak with it. He's picked up by Hill. It's a pick by Love. Freak passes to Love. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Love's got 8.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They double him with Freak. Hill dishes to Hill. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 7 points for Hill.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Have jumper, will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Irving subbed in for Shumpert. Hill. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Freak sets a screen for Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Pick by Varejão. Freak kicks to Smith. Puts it up. Smith missing again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Pacers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
And they've made progress in it.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. You start out playing it.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Freak really making it. Freak's checked in for the Cavaliers. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. On the court right now for the Pacers. Paul George is out there with Jones. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Hill. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Screen by Jones. Off the screen. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Irving against Hill. Irving drives in. Can't make good off the pick.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Here's George. Up and in on the layup. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Irving kicks to Freak. Mozgov sets a screen for Freak. Back to Mozgov. Baseline try, and he gets it to go. Mozgov's got 8. Indiana leading by 4. Here's Hill. 11 points in the game. Outside, George. Screen by Jones. Jones with the screen on LeBron. George passes to Ellis. 6 to shoot, and a miss there on the triple.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Irving with it. George picks him up. Freak dishes to Mozgov. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Terrence Jones.
Check out the game for Mozgov. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off.
Another look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Freak comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Indiana also making some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for Turner. And it's Ellis in for Hill. Thompson and Varejão at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Freak. And it's Smith in at the 3 seat. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Cleveland.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And, guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Pacers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for LeBron James. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejão. James comes in for J.R. Smith. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Stuckey against Irving. Here's Miles. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And Miles drops them both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
You gotta love the contribution from deep. He hit 4 threes. I think that his threat on the perimeter also contributed in terms of their ball movement, using the options and going inside.
We all know anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.